Welcome to our channel. We are thrilled to have you here. Our channel is all about exploring intercultural communication. You can expect engaging conversations, fascinating insights, a lot of fun as we dive into the subjects that has no boundaries or limits or something. I think something like this. And we discuss the unique way people enjoy different things and communicate between different countries, cultures. So today's subject, en una Española en Nederlander ja Suomipoika, is about everything and nothing. But before that, what happened in the last episode? It was about traveling.
Hi.
Hola.
Hello, Mark.
Hello, good evening.
Hei kaikille.
What happened in the last episode?
So small summary that people will find out or know. What did we do last time? We talked about travel, but we couldn't travel, so we discussed about traveling. And so Spain, what did we come up with? Do you have any memory of what we were talking about?
Nothing, that we were talking about different ways of traveling.
Anything?
Yes.
How the Spanish like to travel.
Oh my God. Muy bien.
How the Spanish likes to travel, how the Finns like to travel, how the Dutch people likes to travel, and then how we like to travel, and we were telling some of our travels also.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was interesting.
The main thing what I remember was the beautiful memories of the night sky with the Milky Way and with the whales, and then with the cave thing that you experienced. So that was really cool. What was one thing for Finnish people with the traveling and the vacations? Mökki is the one big deal, and the Spanish, if you say one thing each or something.
I do have a second hand. Second hand.
Second hand shop.
Second house in the coast normally, or like a house of vacation, or in the village of your parents or something. And then, but guys, the best thing is you go and check it out.
That's the best thing.
I can recommend to anyone. I have no nothing. No,
and maybe you can leave us in the comments, how do you like to travel also?
Yeah, please do. And now, how about Mark? What was the Dutch thing? One thing, what the Dutch people do. What do you think?
People have to go watch the last stream, and that's way better.
Okay, they want to find out.
I'm not gonna tell the whole story again, you know.
Yeah. But anyway, fair enough. People can.
I'm not living in the past. It's now Friday, and so
it's now, but it's the future.
Yeah, but it is about time travel. Some people can travel back in time to the past and watch our video when we talk about travel. Fair enough.
Yeah, and then come back in the modern time.
Yeah. Return. Hey, now I can say, is it not Return to the Future? Back to the Future. It's the movie. They can
back to the
future. Yes.
The DeLorean.
DeLorean discussion. Fantastic. But hey, go check out the earlier videos. There's about traveling, some mumbling about ghosts and Friday the 13th. Then the first one was about communication. So you can see all those. Subscribe, like, buy us a coffee if you want to, make our effects better, and
By the way, do you remember that I have told, like, in the first episode, in the second episode, about this movie, about
that movie comes again.
I understand. Go ahead.
Now I will share what was the movie, so people can go and check. It's a good movie from Spain. And
for Spain, yes, not for the Dutch.
No. It's it's for everyone. I mean, like,
I guess it depends on
for every man.
It's historical. Let me check it out. Where did I put this? Let me see. But in the meanwhile, you can talk about whatever you want. Like, is the subject from today?
Well, like I said, last one, traveling, ghosts. We have covered traveling, ghosts, communication. What else is new? Now we're gonna cover everything and nothing. So basically, that's kind of like a bit of a like a exercise, I guess. So
Yeah.
we are going to talk about that, whatever that brings about, I guess. So
Just what comes up, because it's now pre Christmas time. Yeah. So-
that's what it is. So maybe it's a miracle of Christmas or some other thing. I don't know. It's free flow more like this. So there's a skeletal structure, family thing.
Okay, give me a break.
In the break.
Mad love.
Is this one?
Mad love.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know. Can you see it okay? You can see it okay or not? Yes.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it okay. It's a little bit little on the telephone.
It was okay. I can say it's okay as well,
Okay.
even for a Finnish person. So
that was it. Mad Love, good movie from Spain. Go and check it.
Okay.
Okay, we will check. Mad Love. I will have to see him too.
Yes.
The love story.
Yeah. It's
well. By the way, I was telling also like the connection about like the spelling with the stuff about the Friday the 13th that appears in the movie, and I find out that it didn't happen really. It was just like they added to the movie to give some more substance, you know. But Juana la Loca was not making a spell into the Felipe the Beauty, so it was just fiction. But the historical part is the historical part, Mark. And Philip the Beauty was fucking everything that moves. That is true.
Well,
that seems to be
something behind it.
I guess stereotypical thing would be that some kind of, I don't know, that seems to show some kind of masculinity thing that you will fuck everything that moves, I guess.
Yeah.
In some situation, right?
Is that masculinity? I don't know.
Not that I would exactly approve all this behavior, but anyway. So
moving on.
Yeah, just better. Yeah, just cut it.
What the hell that is about in the end, huh?
Yeah, and then go. How do you do it? Yeah, on the push bike and.
All kinds of. People will not understand anything because if they don't check what was before, nothing will.
No, you should.
They will not understand about it.
Strange not gang size, but it's like you can do it in a different way. That's a Finnish version. Like
you can also do it like that, you know. That's the metal way, you know.
Yeah. So Spain.
Oh.
Everything and nothing. Do we have like some effects?
Everything and nothing. Everything and nothing.
I've got everything from nothing, so I have nothing.
You're in the vacuum. But is there something that worries you?
Something that worries me. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Less, I think. But yes, I'm sure there is.
Like what?
I think Mark was about to say something first.
Yeah, I was thinking. What worries me is a little bit serious, but and also a little bit private, because at the moment I'm worrying if I have to go to the toilet or not.
Oh,
so
that's a serious thing. It's a serious shit. Maybe yes.
So
maybe.
that's the only worry I have at the moment, I guess.
But if you are not really like that old yet, right, or anything that you would have to worry about the toilet, right? I mean,
it's
I've been drinking, man. Beer.
It's a discussion between my body and you know, and what's inside of my body, what needs to get out, you know, like that. Well, to say it on a decent way, you know.
Yeah, but we are among friends here, so just
we wait for you. then?
No. Of course, no. I'm still, it's still in process. So,
Okay.
so no worries.
And can we? This is getting too eschatological. Yeah.
Yes, it sounds well. What worries me, to be a bit serious, I'm a bit worried about this because when started the whole pandemic thing at the time, then we went straight to a war. Like somebody says, if aliens would be watching the reality TV on Earth, that you have pandemic, there is no break, and the next episode is already war, and there's wars around the world, of course, and stuff. But this has been touching people in Europe, I guess, kind of some. And then, like now there is, I don't know, the Gaza thing. What worries me is like, did I not pay attention before at all, or not so much? Has this been all the time like, it's February something, 2022, Russia is going to go into Ukraine. Then there's debate we are told that's when it starts. Somebody says it started way back, and, there's been a war all the time. You don't know what the hell to believe. Now they're saying that we're gonna have a war with Russia. I'm like, bloody hell! I don't want.
You know what is the worst thing? That no one has asked me anything. If I wanted this or not.
Yeah, that seems to be like certain things are pressed forward, and that worries me a little bit. It's like, I don't know, like there is now things that are legit. For example, I don't know what you can say about the pandemic and what not publicly in certain places, but it seems to be that it's told one thing was said, and then now it's another thing, and it took 2 years. So now I'm wondering about all things that has happened. Let's say the Ukraine conflict thing and war and all that, or whatever happens somewhere else. What is told that this is how it is, and then you're a little bit like, is it sure that it's like this? And then you can think like, okay, let's see in a few years. And like, let's say that in 2 years, what happens in whatever place, I don't know, with Apple fucking iPhones or whatever things, they say one thing and it's presented one thing, and then it's like, well, it wasn't exactly like this. This is the best iPhone so far, iPhone 2000, and then you buy it, it's all that, and then it's like, well, in a couple of years, well, that was not really the best iPhone. It just made it look like the best one. Or that's just an example. I don't criticize Apple in any way or anyone else. Who knows what would happen if I would do. But you know what I mean? I'm worried about this, that many things seems to be in general in world, and then like even smaller circles in your life is like, seems like one thing is said and then takes a while and it's not that thing anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, the world is filled with lies, I guess. And I believe, like one said, it's so beautiful. We are watching television on media and on telephones and stuff, and we are watching news from all over the world, and that inflicts our mind and everything. But that makes us delusional for that what's really is life directly for us personal. Like for example, the best example is, let's say I see on the news, I see a kid dying in, just name a country, on the other side of the world. I feel sorry for that kid. That's my natural feeling. But do I know that kid? Can I do something about it or whatever? No, I cannot. So I'm watching something what's not real for me in my life. And I guess that's a bit the problem of the world. And they fill the world with fear. Everybody has fear for war, for this, for disease, for I don't know. We have fear for everything. But why should we have fear? Why we don't need war? I guess I guess all the people in all the countries, nobody wants war. Everybody wants the best of for their kids. And
I think this is what at least people I have met. I don't know what I was thinking before, but what I have met personally, people like from Singapore to Bangladesh to Russia to Dutch to Spanish to Finnish to God knows Somali, who knows. I haven't really for me, it just seemed like people just want to live their fucking lives. Excuse
Exactly.
me. They want to be safe. They don't want to have, mostly people don't want to bother to have any problem with anyone. People just want to fucking get along, have a life, have a job, do some nice things, have a family,
Exactly.
like, and then what else, anything else that is said for me is like, it's just like I said, we have been put to fight about the crumbs while somebody's stealing the bloody cake. Of course, like
Yeah,
what you said, that
exactly.
we cannot change, that could be the case, but in a way, of course, doing something could be making change. But if somebody died, I don't know, 7,000-8,000 kilometers away, what can you do about it at the time? But basically, I guess maybe when we are talking like this, maybe this can do some good, and maybe somebody is not gonna die because of it.
Yeah,
Hopefully
we must, the people in the world must talk with each other so that we can lose the psychopaths in the politics
Yeah, well,
and
that's
in the big business.
that's
Yeah.
quite difficult, because actually, like, to be psychopath is exactly this. They can dissociate perfectly. Like, they don't care about the people that is dying. Basically, doesn't matter as long as they cover
Exactly.
their targets. So in this case, for example, doesn't matter if they are Russians, Ukrainians, Israelis, Gazas, whatever, like, they don't care about the people. People is just a number more, like, it's there. This is my opinion. But I wonder, like, that if we will reverse the situation and we will put the people that makes these norms and everything, and they say that they are talking for us, maybe we can put all of them in a room, together,
Yeah.
and say, till you are not solving the problems that we are having between us, you cannot get out of the room. So meaning, like, if someone dies, it's you. This is why you are
Exactly.
getting paid,
Exactly.
and
Like,
not like this, because it's the other way around. We were, I think, like, since the time of the Egyptians, we are, meaning, like, in the, I don't know, the Egyptians has been always forever, but the stuff is like, since the old times when the empires and so
ancient
on.
time.
Ancient
Time.
times, exactly.
ancient,
It
yeah.
didn't. The things didn't change much, and that rings in my head what I was talking the other day about the holiday thing. No, who works 8 hours in hunting every day? For to cover your own necessities. No one. So for who are we working? And then the stuff is like, it is not that you are with the money that you are getting that you are buying extra stuff. It's just the stuff that you are paying for to have a place to sleep, when you, as a human person, you have the right to sleep in somewhere because you are alive. You
Yeah.
have the right to sleep, you have the right to breathe, you have the right to shower with the water that is available in the planet, you have the right to eat. This is why you are alive.
You know what is actually an interesting question? I wonder, when
Think about it.
when we were hunter-gatherers, I wonder how much time you had. I guess you had people, some people were kind of specialized. Like, I would think the hunter-gatherers, I think everyone's not hunting everyone. Like that everyone was not hunting everyone. Of course not. But I mean, like, somebody was the hunter.
Hunting.
Like, only men hunting women, like in a movie.
But basically, I would like to. Okay, you say, okay, it won't take 8 hours to hunt, but how much it might have took, or like, maybe you didn't have to hunt every day. Maybe you hunted a couple of times a week. You gathered the fucking the berries. And this is interesting stuff in a way. Like, also, like, they say that one problem with our food business is that we have not been not hunter-gatherers so long yet. We've been more, I think, hunter-gatherers than not, if I understand. And the point is, like, for example, it was said that you found some kind of tree that had some sweet things, fruit, or, like berries or nuts or something. It could be that you cannot really carry that much away, so you have to eat as much as possible on the spot, because who knows when the next time you're gonna find the tree, right? So that will still play in our head, that when you find something like sweet chocolate, nuts, chips, whatever, that has energy, that you eat it as much as you can, because let's say it's something that doesn't preserve really well in the ancient times. Then also there was a guy, was an Israeli guy, I don't remember his name, but the book was, I think, Sapiens, and they was talking about this, that it's not quite, he doesn't think it's necessarily only good that we gave up. And we were discussing this in the communication part, I think, already, but that was just discussing, like Mark said, that you had clans, that you have like 150 people you can actually have, you know, all that. So I mean, like, that comes back to the hunter-gatherer stuff. I just wonder how much did you have to hunt and gather food per day when we were that? If you say
Depends on what you are hunting.
to hunt
If
8
you
hours a day for your own stuff.
What do you think, guys? The persons that are listening to us, if you have something to, you know, like to add, we would like interaction, because we are like, I'm from Spain, you know, then we have the Dutch guy, then we have the Finnish guy. So I don't know where you guys come from, if you are someone is watching, and I would like, or we would like to know what is your, as civilians, you know, how do you see these kind of things?
Yeah, and it's not supposed to be a monologue on my
part.
No,
it's open.
This is why we are here.
All and nothing.
It's nice to talk to each other, but we are more than happy to talk to others as well. And that's kind of the point also, to get the, because you get more people and more insights and different perspectives. Bloody hell, who knows where it's gonna go? Maybe we'll solve the problems in this planet.
We come together as humanity and conquer back our world, so that we can hunt again for night food, and so that we can live in peace and just live lives, you know, and have good lives, and not all the fears who all those psychopaths create. You know, it's what did that German politician said? He said, "Peace you can find on the graveyard."
Yeah.
So that's I'm really like, okay. That's a good thing if you think like that. So you go in front to the war and you fight as first.
Exactly.
So and be a ruler. Show us how you fight. Show us your strength.
In the front line.
Show us everything. And then maybe
that would be more like movie kind of stuff, like what Braveheart and all that stuff. That you have some guy there who's.
But the stuff is that these people press the buttons.
I don't think that was real either. But
send the soldiers, and they are then hiding in a bunker themselves, you know.
Yeah, but I'm scared.
While other people is dying and other stuff, you know.
Yeah, let other people kill each other so that they have more to gain, you know.
Exactly.
So they're just selfish, and that's also a little bit human instinct. It's a survival instinct. It's only normally in the past, in the ancient times, the sick got killed, you know, or the crazy psychopaths got filtered out of the group because they were dangerous for the group in such a way, you know, because they create danger for the group, and danger for the group means danger for the babies, danger for the children, and danger for the survival of the group.
Yeah, but in some certain situations, actually, if you think about that, there's a situation that you have to be like kind of cold and you don't care, but that would serve the bigger, like a bigger good. How the fuck do you say that? I mean that. I think every kind of people sort of are needed, but I think maybe we are overrun by psychopaths in that sense. Because if you think about that, you are in a situation that the fucking lions are hunting you. You don't need a philosopher then, right? Oh, you know, to die or not to die. That's the question. You need somebody to tell, like, hey, run to that fucking rock. I'm gonna bite the lion from its balls, and you go to the safety. You know, I don't care what happens to anyone else. So in that sense, I think maybe
it's good to have a psychopath.
They are needed, maybe, but maybe, like you say, maybe we are overrun by these motherfuckers, because it's like everything seems to go like you don't give a shit what happens to others, or like
everybody. Everybody has his spot in the group, you know, and Yeah, you need also psychopaths for, like you said, if a lion comes, for example, or whatever. You know, you
Yeah,
need
that's
them.
right.
You need the funny guys. You need the caring women or whatever. You need all kinds of humans
Yeah,
with
yeah.
all kinds of um,
Personalities.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But you cannot put a psychopath on the rule of a group, and you cannot put. Everybody has his position, and
Yeah,
one
good
who is
luck. Thanks for
ruling the
us.
group should have a good empathic ability to know what's the best for the group, you know. And
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you look now, the governments are not doing what's best for the group.
You
So
know, I have a question. I have a question. What do you think about this? Because I started to wonder. There was this guy Neil Oliver who I was watching. I don't agree everything he says. I agreed with something. I thought something was I don't know. Something was no fucking way. But he said something like that. He lived in such manner that he felt like he is thinking that the government is good. Is trying to do good things and stuff. And then he found himself at some point being a bit older that it's like it's started to be that he had to really explain and make excuses for the government or the powers to be that they are for your better interest. And then he said that what he did, I'm not saying that this is exactly what I would do, or I suggest that everyone do what they consider is correct, but he said that then he decided that he's not going to make excuses anymore. And then he started to think like maybe they don't really look after my best interest all the time. And then it
no,
seems
they
that
don't.
then things went like this, that the puzzle pieces kind of connected and the stuff, and that was like a bit of a revelation for this. And
Yeah,
this
but
the question what I wanted to make, sorry that I made it so long, is that if you consider that the governments are not working for us or the powers to be, because it seems that the people who have power seem to be getting more for themselves and don't give a shit about others. But have the governments ever worked for us? What do you think? Or like any, let's say the king or the emperor or the Caesar or whatever,
in old
ever worked
times,
for
yes.
the people?
In ancient times, I guess, yes, of course. Um, I guess everybody has its own personal goals. You know, like Julius Caesar wanted to be what he became, because else you don't become that. But yes, everybody has its own goals. But the difference is, I guess, a good ruler has empathy for his group and wants everything to be good in the group, and not like modern days there, where they use
But I
the
wonder
group
why.
as the
What I was
business.
thinking, like, why it would have been different if the people haven't really changed. So I wonder, like, why in some point it would have been some. Was it because it was not all about the money? It's not about the moving
The
on.
point,
I realized.
I will.
It was smaller in the ancient times. It was all smaller. These days,
But how about now,
money
for example?
The
money
point,
rules the world.
Because of corruption and shit.
the
By the
point
way,
in this, I will make this question. Like,
can I say
for
one
example,
thing first? Just
what?
fast. I just want to say fast one thing, okay?
Vale.
If it's okay. So,
Sí, sí.
like we are talking, yeah, we are talking about here about war and God knows. I have been to the Finnish army. I never been to war. I have not witnessed war. So if there's someone who has been into it, feel free to tell us to fuck off and tell what you think about it, what we are saying, and all the other things as well, what we are putting out. Maybe because in a way we are in still
Because those
in Europe.
voices also has to be here also.
Yeah, and I'm saying that we are in a good position. At least it's relatively safe. Well, we are next to Russia, and then what is being told is one thing, and who knows what is the other thing or
I have
whatever.
never considered Russia as a threat. Never.
Yeah. But the point being
My
that
personal
anyway,
opinion, eh?
we are in a way we have houses, we have food, and kind of relative safety. So then there's people who don't. So I'm meaning that we are kind of privileged in that sense. That we can do this, for example. Maybe everyone doesn't even have the opportunity to do this, what we are doing.
Are we privileged, or are we just thankful that our forefathers and mothers built a world where we have
We're
that.
next in line. I mean, like, guys, this is not a safe next in line, depending of the interests that are in the powers. What I was going to say before is that you have to think about, like, the problem is who is in the power, because before if we go again to the ancient times, I like always to relate when there is problems, take a look in the animal kingdom, and you will yeah, because the thing that we have for the good and the bad, the human beings, is the logic, like the ability of making tools with our hands and to materialize what is here, to put it here, in the material plane. So the stuff, this for good and for bad. But if you go to ancient times, and then what was the lead of the group? The leading of the group was the guy, the strongest, or the guys that has more eye for to cultivate, or like to the knowledge, the gather the most knowledge, and the oldest people were considered like, like they have more knowledge than you because they have experience. Nowadays, this is getting totally lost. I mean, there is people leading countries with zero skills of anything. And the worst of everything is that we didn't choose for these people.
They say you did.
So I mean, no, it's only some groups of people that are choosing these people to be there. Because, for example, I don't know how it works in Holland or how it works in Finland, but I don't know, for example, in elections, to who are you choosing? You know what I mean? You don't know anything of the background of the person and everything like this. I will have to know not only the program, but I would like to know what preparation this person has, what kinds of behaving this person have had in their life for to lead some group of people, and to be empathic with others, or to be, so, and then society also in general. Let's see how do you say in English? En Spanish vuelve, ¿qué es lo que premiamos? What are we pricing? What are you saying? What is good and what is what values we consider for our leaders? No one asks these kind of things. No one put these kind of things because everything is just done in a way, So I only want to say this.
Okay, but one thing I think to comment what you say, I think there's a problem also in this, like, also comes from some book I was reading. Thinking Fast and Slow, I think, was that. I never finished.
Fantastic book.
Was
fantastic book. Also.
But there is also.
I will check for if someone.
Exactly about
Yes.
It was talking. It was saying in the book, for example, that when people have a difficult question, many times they choose to answer something else. So if you need, let's say that, let's take this Trump and they are, I didn't remember, Kamala Harris. So that you have to answer which is going to be the better president. And then there is this policy, you have to make research, you have to see what they have done before, exactly the things that you actually said you want to find out. But there's also a problem that many people's brain is like, they see, for example, all there is what you see. There is nothing else. And then when it comes down to this, they would have to make huge research to decide who is the deserving to be the president in this case, for example. They rather choose to answer which one they like more. Or because this other one is a man, because the other one is a woman, because the other one is different color. So they answer something which has nothing to do with the presidency. And this is also like I don't know, there was the Trump business, and I don't know I don't really like the guy much, but then I was thinking that maybe one should go through some facts and see what he has done. Is it any different that any other president has done before? Or did he do worse or better? I haven't actually gone through that much. I'm not going to take a side in that politics. It's not my country, even though it's going to affect the whole world. But the point is, like, I have noticed this, and You know what I mean? And that is going to be difficult to get.
Yeah, I think you are right. I think it is. People are watching in that matter, and that's the whole problem of the politics and stuff, and yeah, that whole world, because they just win your liking, you know. And what's behind it? You are choosing one person to rule, you know, and but behind that one person is a really big network, and you have nothing to say over that network, and those people have too much power.
I think that's good. Hey, that's Thinking Fast and Slow. This is not a paid promotion. I've read it, some of it. I didn't finish.
It's a really good book.
I would recommend it to anyone. Hey, can you check now? I cannot really check, but the other one was the Sapiens.
Sorry.
Can you check that also? Because I cannot really easily do it.
I will check for it.
I put that also. That's also, I would say, anything that who is interested of somehow about the human race in some. So I think this was some Israeli guy or something. But whatever guy, where it doesn't matter where he was from or whatever. But I think there was.
What was the name of the book?
I think it was called Sapiens, if I'm not totally mistaken.
You mean like A Brief History of Humankind?
Yes, exactly. Brief History of Humankind. Now that you say, I remember the name as well. I would recommend this for anyone who wants to read anything. Put the Donald Duck magazine aside, or the I don't know.
Nothing bad about Donald Duck.
Whatever it is, I think this is something one should read. It's really good. It was also, for me at least, it was also, you know, like it has certain things, and it tells about for example, what I've been referring to, the gatherer stuff, and did we really do such a good thing? And it was saying, for example, that doesn't necessarily mean that if there's fuckload of chicken in the world that the chicken are doing really well, because most of them probably are not doing so well. So there's a lot of good things there. I would recommend to read that as well to anyone who is interested in anything. And
I always believe humanity should come back again.
You know, Mark,
more.
You were making a point, no? Were you not making a point before that we cut you out?
Oh, I lost my point.
Sorry,
okay.
If I was.
No problem. No problem.
We'll just cut in if you get it back.
Yeah, that's no worries. No, but yeah, it's time that the aliens come. Maybe then something changes.
Yeah, maybe that's the. Hey, now we're talking, man.
Yeah, that's the thing, you know. If they discover,
we have the war, we have the AI. The AI. They have talking about now in United States more freely and more publicly and officially about the UFOs, which are UPAs or something. They're not even calling them the same name anymore.
No, it's different now.
About this, that it's like credible people more and more coming out that they are saying that this is a threat to the flight security and everything. That it is not us and it's not the Chinese. So what is going on? So that then is the AI. What do you think about? Hey, should we jump to AI? Just okay.
AI is good, but yeah, it's good because it's evolution. It is if we as a species want to develop and we are growing and we're going into space and stuff, we need partly an AI. Yeah, AI should not take over everything, because that's not necessary. Let us people do the work and everything, and let us be the brain. But AI can be good for assistance, but don't make it too smart. We don't want to create a new. We don't want to create a new species.
Yeah, because and this is what somebody was it Elon Musk or somebody saying that it's gonna be like basically, well, that you had some kind of extra stuff. I don't know if it's the AI or something, but it was also like that we are if you think about it, we are cyborgs already. You have the phone, it's not just inside you, but you have the phone. People have God knows what, but the phone is like, it's almost for most of people, it's almost part of you, and you have gain access through it to information and stuff like this. So somebody was making kind of funny things. We are somehow cyborgs, and it's just a matter of time when this technology is inside us, for example.
Yeah, but that's also partly a evolution.
Here is the book.
So the technological stuff, in that sense, you consider is evolution, nor business as normal.
Yeah, I mean, a while back we
the book?
Yeah, now? I've seen the book.
Okay, so this is the book that Pasi was talking about.
Yeah, it's really, actually have to say it's entertaining, at least for me. It was really nice to read. It's not really like really heavy in that sense. Has facts and stuff and cool stuff, but it's entertaining. Okay, sorry. So Mark considers that the AI business is part of evolution.
Yeah, we discovered fire a while back, and that changed the whole course of humankind. We discovered the wheel, but that changed a lot of things. Yeah, now we discover AI. Yeah, it's part of evolution. I mean, if you see the well, they don't know for sure, but let's say humanity is 30,000 years old, maybe 100,000 years old. They don't really know. And if you see what we do in a few thousand years, from scratch till where we are at the moment, well, think of it. Let's say in over a million years from now, where are we as humans? You know?
Yeah, are we? That's the
yeah,
stuff
probably we conquered the whole universe already, you know. And to do that, you know, like in the past, everybody always said humans can't fly. Well, we are flying. They are always saying we can't go faster than light. Well, it's proven we can build warp engines. So everything is possible. You know, it's like we also have multiple dimensions in for real. You know, we don't even know everything. Our brain cannot comprehend everything what's there. So we need a computer to comprehend it for us. So, and that's why we need AI. So yeah, it's evolution.
Yeah, and at this point also, like at least some of the stuff I am saying, what I'm saying is like I have some superficial understanding and maybe some things a little bit deeper understanding. But anyone who has better ideas or has more information or thinks they know more, just enlighten us. Enjoy the conversation. Come with us, talk to us, basically. Well, an interesting question what I want to make, if to think about it, is like, that's the question in a way would be like, is the AI the stuff that's gonna kill us all and destroy the whole bloody race of humans, or is it the stuff that's gonna save us? So far, I guess nothing has actually destroyed the whole race, best that we know, right? If there was not some kind of restart that we don't know about, but so far, everything that we have come up didn't destroy us all, right?
No, it's like fire. Fire, it's also dangerous. So if you put a hand in the fire, you get burned, and if you lay down in fire, you die. So fire is dangerous, but AI can be dangerous too. You know, but you have to control fire. Yeah, you have to control AI. So,
but that's the bloody thing. I think also it's problematic, maybe a little bit. It's like to think of it is like, has there ever been anything quite like that? Because if it becomes smarter than us, how the bloody hell we gonna control it? And
yeah, that's the problem.
if they are not really, I don't know how they are limiting it, and if you limit it, then we are not gonna go forward with it good enough. So I don't have any idea how you should do it. Should we just leave it like do whatever the hell it wants, or we try to put it in a box and it can go? I don't know how to look at it actually.
Well, if
I think this way, another way, I think another way.
if it grows too smart and it becomes self-aware, and I guess you have to treat it like another human being, and you have to treat it as another species, and then you have two species on one planet, and that's the problem. And well, if you look to human history, we have a very aggressive history, and we are aggressive little beings, we can be. So if AI gets self-aware and stuff, yeah, probably AI is gonna say, hey, those are dangerous animals. We should protect ourselves because you want to protect your group.
Yeah, because there was actually again some kind of small nibble of information. Was Stephen Hawking, the guy was in the wheelchair for decades and was like super fit. And he said, I think at the end of his years, he said that to take in count what has happened to cultures that were visited basically by cultures that were considered more advanced, like we Europeans, not so much Finnish people, but actually I think your land and the Spaniards as well. But anyway, like, and all sorts of things have happened to the American Indians and God knows what other indigenous people. So he's saying, for example, that we should not tell to some aliens that we are here, because if they are anything like us, we are gonna be fucked. And that's an interesting point also. And then when you said that there is another species, and there is the stuff that would it be then what it would do? Like, would it be starting to be like a mother to us, or it would be like, oh my god, these motherfuckers are the worst beast in the whole planet, I should get rid of them, they're destroying everything, they are planet Earth.
I find
really well.
I find a really interesting opinion is if you take a look at the universe and you just make a question, what is really rarity, what is hard to find in the universe. Minerals everywhere, doesn't matter what mineral, it's there, plenty, energy, plenty. So if you go long enough, the only thing what is really rare is biology. At the moment, as we know it, maybe that's also different, but as humanity knows, it's really rare. So if there are aliens who are really far developed, the only thing they would gather or they are interested in is biology, because that's rare. So, and how they treat that, you cannot know, because they are from a totally different world with different minerals, different thinking, different way they view the world. But I think because everything in nature is always binded, and the universe is nature too, so somewhere we have connections with everything. And now I think they have internet problems in Finland again. So I was probably talking to myself all the time. That's nice. Hello.
I'm here. Are you, Mark? Are you alive there? Yes. Can you hear me?
Hola.
Yeah.
Madre mía.
Spaniard is gone.
I was falling.
Are you here? You are with us again. Where did you go?
One mariquita fly And bluff.
Mariquitas.
Hostia, with the
Dos
flowers.
mariquitas. Mariquitas.
Okay,
So we were
so
already in space.
I lost everything because I was in the ether.
Yes. We were
In
in
the
space
ether?
already.
In the ether, you know, when you lose yourself in the ether, because we are in the net, no? So I am in the ether.
In the
now.
nether, we are not in Minecraft.
Hey, but you were talking about the
AI.
in AI. In
Yes.
Spanish, we say the other way around, you know, inteligencia artificial. First the intelligence and then artificial. That's also like funny because like depending on the language you put the name before and the adjective, you know, or
Dude, that's just fucking strange, man. That's just fucking strange, man.
That's really strange.
I know
Yeah.
because it's funny when you and sometimes I heard
we tell first, no, sorry, we tell logic. We say like, hey, subject, and then attributes from the subject. Why do you say the attributes first and then the subject? Doesn't make sense.
Well, maybe this is
Yeah,
the point
for
when
the
you
whole
said
world
that
except
communicate
Spanish.
straightforward because they go straight to the point.
Okay.
First comes the point, and then comes the other stuff, you know. But yeah, we were with Mark going already like to space, to the AI and the aliens, and you know.
I wanted to share with you. I don't know if you know, but it was not. It was like I think like 2 or 3 days ago that you know Chat GPT in Spanish, GPT. Now that if you have like a Google Aid, you can use the Copilot and you can use this. Okay, enough. You know that, no? That you can make questions and to find the answers with this machine. Okay. Well, now the stuff is impressive what it can do. There is one website that you can go, all of you. It's called AI Studio from Google. You put this in the Google search, and then you get into, and then you put that you want to stream with it, and then you have there like you can make a chat with this kind of machine where you can share your screen and you can interact totally with this thing. It's just what? So basically you just put this, you start to show your room, or I don't know, like your laces in the shoes, or your computer because you have any virus or whatever, and then you say like, what do I do to whatever you need? And then the machine tells you, okay, now open this, do that, whatever, and you can ask whatever you need. Can be from drawing, whatever the thing. Try it out. It's crazy. So meaning like you can use it for anything, you know, to learn any skills. So it's your personal teacher or something. I don't know. It's just
so
crazy.
Basically, it's more like you guys. Do you know Star Trek? Because at some point when you were talking about the movies, and I've been watching at some point, you were kind of mixing the Friday 13th franchise, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, A Nightmare on Elm Street. I was like, I've been a fanatic with the movies many years back. Now I don't give a shit that much, but it was kind of funny. Freddie Mercury, and you know, then is it the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna laugh us out of the fucking YouTube, man. No, anyway, but hey,
we have no freaks at all.
You know Star Trek, and it's not Star Wars. It's not the same, you know. And if you
no,
go somewhere,
it's not
some
the
nerds
same. We know. Till there, we know. Yes.
Star Wars is not this. This is Star Trek. Star Trek, they have the computer, and they say computer, and then you talk to the computer, you know. So this is already in that level that you talk to the computer, and it can see things that you can see and stuff, right? Then it can help
stuff
you,
is
right?
that it's not only that you talk, but the stuff is like when you open your cam, it has an eye. So meaning like you can interact with the thing because the thing can see the things that you see.
Yeah, and they see us, yeah. They see us now.
You can put it. Yeah. That this is something that I also wanted to share.
You are being watched.
Totally.
It
And
is
the point,
right.
the crazy
It's a
thing from
curious
this
question.
is that now we are live here, and now I am wondering, with all these technologies, they can take your voice, take your image, and then say like you have committed a crime or whatever.
Yeah,
You know
they
what I
can.
mean?
Or
Because I am
whatever the
thinking
one.
like that's really, I mean, like how more intelligent you observe in the, again, coming back to the animal kingdom, how more intelligent the animal is, more mother fuck is, you know? So the stuff is that it's for good and for bad. So meaning like this in the hands of good people can make really good stuff, but in hands of terrible people or psychopaths, imagine. And the other thing is
Hey, can
this
I
is the
make one
technology.
ask question, a comment? Spain, we lost
One
you
thing,
again.
you lost me. No, we lost you.
I
Okay.
hear them, but
Hello?
hello,
Yes?
Planet Earth here.
Yes? Do you hear me?
I hear you.
No?
Yes, I
Vale.
hear you.
So, vale, okay. So I am adding, okay. Suomipoika? Suomipoika is having trouble. Finland? Finland, are you there yet?
Finland is kidnapped by aliens.
No, it's not. Oh my goodness. Let's see. It was going really good. I don't know why.
The battery is empty up there.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, vale. Okay, like we are having technical problems. It's the fourth session. Now we come back to the beginnings. No problem. Things from the direct, I guess. Do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Affirmative.
I am back.
Afirmative. Bien, todo bien. ¿Ya estamos?
Okay. Hey, yeah, I wanted to say something about earlier. It's now we have gone past it, but somebody said something that the one who had the most information then somehow was the boss monkey. And then I start to wonder that maybe that's not the case.
No.
If you leader of the group, that maybe it's the one who could manipulate the others who have the information. That I have considered this, that it's the person who can gather the smartest people around. It doesn't have to be the smartest who can be the boss monkey. That was hey, but hey, can I ask also if I will just do something? This been like, I don't know. I would like to continue still here if you guys have time. But AI, I was asking Mark. We were talking about it went to space already and to other species and God knows where. But Spain, una española. We were so far nothing that we came up with destroyed us, right? No fire, atomic energy, you know, I don't know, nanotechnology. Nothing has destroyed us completely. Didn't wipe us out.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
Okay,
well,
we are here, right?
not yet.
So in principle, we can agree that whatever we came up and invented so far hasn't destroyed the whole race.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it a rule. To make a rule, the exception confirms the rule. Then in that case, we should blow up totally soon.
It doesn't. Okay, but we can agree that so far, to this day, we are still here. So we didn't invent anything that destroyed us so far. That's correct,
Yeah.
right?
That's
Yes.
For the argument sake, my question therefore was that I said first, for example, like, okay, that nothing destroyed us, but how about the AI? I was asking, is that going to be the thing that's going to save us or the one that destroys us? And then I added this, that actually nothing has destroyed us so far. So maybe the AI doesn't either. So what do you think? about the AI.
And we don't need to be saved.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. That could be the case, but I mean, like the coming of AI is already changing things. So I
Yeah,
wonder,
but
like,
so did fire.
is that gonna change? Because it seems like, at least to believe what's been told, is like the planet is going to shit. People are killing each other for no fucking good reason.
The
We're
planet
not gonna
isn't going to
food or
shit.
whatever. So I wonder, like, will the AI contribute of getting rid of us or making us better, or will it be the one that saves the whole humanity? Because that's, I guess, also the thought that the technological innovation saves us from something.
Yes, we understood the question. Well, I understood the question. Now, the point, really important point. First, we can, by logic, one thing I want to point out, many times, the people think that they cannot think because they have not studied. Okay, that's the first thing that I want to say. Everybody has eyes and ears. Well, not everybody have eyes, but I mean, like, you understand what I mean.
Please comment people on these things.
That meaning, like, whatever sense you have, use it. Meaning, like, you don't have to have a title, because this is something that also that borders me a lot. When people is thinking that they can only form an opinion or say a statement or whatever because they have titles. It's not like that. You have capacity of observation, you have capacity of hearing, and capacity of distinguishing white from black if you train yourself. So the point in here, having this set, the thing is, like, what we can observe as a, let's call gender idiots, civilian idiots, menos 10. Let's put us in this society step, that we can be clear that what they are giving us, they have it already, but not for now. That this didn't come now. They know about this technology from a long time ago, and they have been using it. Because the point is, who decide here when to give it and when not. Do you understand? The stuff is like, for example, when you use the artificial intelligence, you don't have access to everything. There is someone who says what you can do and what you cannot do. Meaning that if they restrict you, what you can do and what you cannot do, is that they can do more than you can do. You understand?
But in the end,
and this is my ability to think, and this, because people should use their capacity of thinking, and the brains that they have, whatever, doesn't matter how many studies, but to understand things, you don't need to be, like Einstein. You know what I mean? Yes.
There is nothing that is not anything, I think.
Yeah, but the point with this is, like, I come to the point that what Pasi was telling about, like, it's not the one who has the information, but the one who can manipulate the information. If I give you tools that make you think that you are in power, but I am controlling these tools, you know what I mean? That is not that. There is someone more free than you are, you know what I mean? That is choosing what you can do and what you cannot do. And this is the point that I am talking about. And then when you are, I will link
they
it.
They try to control that, yes, but they can't.
No, they do, because how they do this? By segregation. For example,
no, it's like it's human. Like, if they try to control everybody, but then you always have a black sheep, and the black sheep will always do something different than what everybody does, and they don't know why it's that, but it's humanity. I mean, what makes us different from the animals is that we are willing to do things differently. That's the only difference, and that's why humanity always develops. That's our nature, that's our basic instinct. And the only thing governments do is and big businesses and stuff like too, the only thing they do, they try to gain power and might and money and everything as long as they can.
If you don't
as
play,
long as they can.
But let's see, this kind of knowledge is developed. They release this knowledge for you to use it, and then you can get to a level, and then you can make like inventions and stuff like that. But then you are coping with the elites, or they eliminate you. This is how it works.
That's power. That has nothing to do with technology.
Like, the one that wants to make like what we are proposing, like that everybody live in peace. No, because if everybody will live in peace, there will not be money for weapons. There will not be money for this. There is a lot of money, that is needed. It's not the interest of the people that is in the power. They don't want to lose this, because it's much better that you work for me and I do like this.
Yeah, and that's the wrong thing.
Slavery, and I link it from the beginning thing, and slavery has not disappeared. It only got more sophisticated. Sophisticated.
Yes, but it is changing, because I guess, for example, if the aliens attack us now, then we have to stand together as humanity, and then the whole might thing they do on us, what you are saying, falls away immediately, because it's not good for the group anymore. They cannot do that anymore, because we have to survive. So that's why, come on, aliens, attack us, and then we stand as one humanity.
I'm not sure if it would go like in the Independence Day movie in the end. And I wonder if it would go still to this, that maybe first, and then people and groups will start to look at their own interests rather than the whole groups. And this, I think, is the problem that is going through the whole human race and whole history. Is like, I think it could start with like in a good way, and then it's gonna go divided. And one thing what I want to say, maybe that's the stuff in a way what Mark says, there is always a black sheep, and it doesn't. And this is the danger. And also the freedom, it is in the end, if you can manage, it's like, if you think different and you don't believe something, or you want to do something differently, it takes only one person in the end to start some kind. It has to start movement of something, starts with one person. I don't like this, I don't have much maneuvering room anymore. So, but that's one. But I think also it's like there's a huge danger in my view now. People are also giving up a lot of things because of convenience. They are talking, hey, you have phones that, hey, you can unlock the phone with your face recognition. Like, what? What did I want to do?
You can pay with your
fingerprint. Like,
oh my God.
What? No.
No, but that's evolution.
Whatever is happening, maybe this gets us in trouble, but it's all about your safety. We just care about your safety, Mark. We just want to make sure that your nice bald head is safe. The same goes with you and everyone.
I'm a big boy. I can take care of myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they don't want
that. But they don't think like that.
I don't need a mommy and daddy. I don't need a government. I don't need rules. I don't need all of them. Fuck off with hopes. Yeah, but no, I don't need them. I've been grown up. So
I just comply with everything that is said, and I'm totally like I do just everything that is told. I want to update this public with Scout's honor.
I mean, like the point is like, for example, what do you guys talking about? Like we are talking about like governing.
I love my government and my country and God and my gun and
what do you think?
Totally, yes.
What do you think? What is if you would choose private or public?
What do you mean? private or public.
Private or public, like if you
You ask
prefer public.
You ask somebody who does live streaming on YouTube if he wants private or public. Well, if I want private, I wasn't live streaming,
No, I mean like for about like like public services or private.
I mean, like healthcare, public or
for example, healthcare or
public.
I like that.
Public healthcare.
Public or private?
Well, it depends on a lot of things, I guess. I think public is okay. A little bit healthcare because for example, I pay taxes. Yeah, so the government can pay from those taxes. They can give healthcare through all of the country, let's say it like that, and healthcare should be free. Healthcare should be free for everybody, and the same like schools should be free for everybody. And that are the things, and that's why I pay taxes. So I live in a country where it's good for me, and now I pay taxes, and that same country wants to do things which are bad for me. So yeah, I'd say public, but not like communistic ways or something. But I say public healthcare and stuff. Yeah, it should be that I go out of the room without thinking. You cannot make money over the health of people. It's bad.
Exactly. This is what I wanted to.
Yeah, because
this is what I think as well.
Because the point is like otherwise, but your health becomes business. So what if people are really fucking healthy?
Exactly.
My health is business. Pharma industry.
Was it not that? Maybe we have a problem with this because was it not that in Chinese medicine you pay the doctor when you are good and then you don't pay when you are unhealthy? That you keep paying the doctor, so because that means that they keep you like in a good shape, but then you don't have to pay when you are not okay.
Well, if there is some Asian people or someone from there, maybe they would like to tell us in the comments. They will find out.
Like, these are some of the stuff
maybe.
My impressions, I don't know. I know many things, but some things it's more like, is it quite like, so please comment, share. Hey, subscribe the channel. You see what kind of interesting content we are doing. Hit the bell so you can know when we are on. Buy us coffee so we can get more money. Because we're doing this obviously just for the imagine. So,
in Spain, by the way, about communication, how the bells makes in your country, Pasi?
Maybe we have it. Maybe what?
How the bells rings in your country, Pasi, in Finland?
How the what?
The bells. The bells.
Bells.
The bells.
Like the bells, like boom, boom, or like ring.
Okay. And you in the Netherlands?
What
how the bells makes?
Well, they play songs with the bells, so it can be anything.
You will have to say how a bell sounds. What do you do? What kind of sound do you use? Like, for example, with the
well,
chickens.
I lived once in front of a church with the bells, and it really went like.
But you don't have a sound like when you write it.
I really had nightmares of it. I really like. And now I'm post-traumatic stress ringing the bells, so don't talk about the bells.
In Spanish, tolón, tolón. Tolón, tolón.
Hey, questions. Spain. Hey, Spain. I was still wondering about this, like I said, like was trying to make some simplification, and nothing what happened before doesn't guarantee anything sort of for the future. But like I was saying, that for me, I didn't know about it earlier, but maybe some smart person said it in some YouTube video. But like I said, so far everything that we have invented did not destroy us. I think that's true. At least we are here, we are talking. So what do you see? What would be like? It's like, could it be that because of the AI that will make in the long run whole race be, like the spacefaring Star Trek ship, or that's what's gonna put us like Matrix style into cocoons that we just produce energy? What do you think could be? Like, would it be like more for the good of the whole? Let's put it this way: you think the AI would be more for the good or more for the bad, or it's just you don't know, or it's just equal, or who knows? What do you think? What do you think?
Does it matter?
Why doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter. You cannot change it anyway.
Yeah, but he's trying like that you make a guess or something like what will happen?
No, if he thinks it's evolution, and in a way I could agree with that in parts at least. But I was wondering, like, I guess the evolution, yeah, I guess some species end at some point because of the evolution, that they come to an end. So maybe that's the point. Will that be the end of our evolution then? And then will be another species like we kind of. It was said that we have been living together actually. It hasn't been, for example, that there was the Nederlanders, and then we came and nothing happened. It seems that we might have killed most of them, or many of them, by some reason. We were living together, and we kind of snuffed fuckload of this.
There were 15 different human species or something. Or the 10, 15?
There's been several different, but the point was Homo sapiens or Homo erectus. At that, it was presented on my view, for example, at some point that first was the Nederlanders, they kind of disappeared, and then came the others. But it seems we mixed breed with these huggers, with the Nederlanders. I don't know how to say it even in proper. But it seems that might have been that we kind of have been snuffing them off also kind of some. That we kind of, it was not really like so clean that first comes this human race and another human race. No, we came, maybe the men or the women were kind of nice, so we humped them. And then at some point, we go.
We have been created by the Anunnaki, some say.
Could be.
Anunnaki.
Studied that.
Yes. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever thing is possible.
But guys,
I don't discard anything.
All this kind of stuff, I think we need a separate whole thing for it.
Totally. This is.
I'm more than happy to
mind blowing.
The next frontier.
So, but Mark doesn't think it matters. It doesn't care. It cannot affect it. But how about Spain? Sorry, Spain is there. Sorry.
Yeah,
Spain.
I'm Holland.
So what do you say? You think it would be more the salvation of human race or destruction of human race? What do you think it would be?
I think
if you have to choose this.
If we can think, I was yesterday, not the day before, I was talking with Mark. Actually, I didn't send you the link about this. It was like a Spanish guy that was working in Telefónica, and he's amazing. Telefónica is a company of telecommunications in Spain, and it was first like doesn't matter. Anyway, they are studying all the what's going on with artificial intelligence and all the cyber delinquents, cyber stuff that can happen and how they can anticipate to fight these kind of things and stuff like that. The stuff is that is really dangerous. I mean, like in many ways, this stuff is that you have to understand that if the brains of a person can process a lot of stuff and make like take decisions, that is a really complex stuff like to do, to differentiate things, and so they are teaching the things, this artificial intelligence, to make this in a way that is much more perfect than because we have mistakes, but this entity's artificial intelligence can make the stuff super perfect. Meaning like, if a doctor will have like a mistake these robots or artificial intelligence will not. So meaning that they could save lives. They can make things that they will be better than us. You know what I mean? So
No.
probably they will help us to survive. You know, actually. So in place of destroying us, but of course, like at some point, if they are intelligent, I wonder, like they, like you know, like in the science fiction stuff, that the artificial intelligence take over. You know, because in the end, it's like if you think about it, it's like a prolongation of us, but in another material plane. You see what I mean? Or in the same physical, but it's like different, but it's part of us
like
because
God
we have
in some
made
way,
them.
no?
So there is like, I don't know, I lose my mind when I
Yeah,
go
hey,
and
you know
think
what
about it. Like when you think about God, that's it, like
think about it, that man made God. So, and it said even that then man made God. Gods that
yeah,
man made. Now we are really maybe we are building a God.
claro, because
But
if you
hey,
go to the Bible test,
other thing that was, I think, because I haven't been following all sorts of things. I've been scratching surface in many things, but I think again I was mumbling something to Mark about it earlier. But I think the point was actually what this Elon Musk guy was saying, that to basically one way not to lose to the AI is that we kind of integrate ourselves with the computers. And like he says, like Mark says about evolution, that the next step of the evolution is not that our brain will grow, like analogic or like evolution in like flesh, but it's gonna be that we're gonna start putting microchips in the fucking head or whatever the fuck that it's gonna be later. So, and that could create
Some
this,
will
that
do,
we
yeah.
are then become so much smarter. Yeah. Do you hear me still?
I lost
Now I
connection.
hear.
Now you. So yeah,
So
that
you
he
have
was saying
to
that
you have to start all over again because I lost. All right, or did you hear what he said, Mark?
No,
basically
at some point he was
okay,
gone.
Could you hear me now? Okay, so Elon Musk was saying something like we're gonna integrate ourselves with the computer. He said some other fancy stuff that I don't remember and don't maybe understand it, but that could be one thing, that it's not gonna be the AI and us, that it's gonna be that we combine ourselves with the computer, and that's gonna be the next step of evolution. And that could be the reason why we can be space-faring civilization. But I mean that we are not gonna be the AI and us, and we are some different species. Maybe we create a new species together, and that could be the saving of everyone or something like this. Who knows? Maybe they have become smart,
You
and it
cannot know.
understands that it never can be biologic, sort of, and with us it can be partly biologic or whatever. I don't know. Just come up with that shit.
But I don't know. This goes so fast. I remember, like it was like 2 years ago that I was telling like the people, in the street, like, guys, I have seen this kind of thing. Like I talk the artificial intelligence with them. I tell them like, make a schedule for me for the day, and you put there the stuff, and then it makes everything. And the guys were like, nah, that cannot be. You are kidding me. You cannot do that.
No.
And I say, just go and check. And people didn't have any clue about this.
But that's
crazy.
evolution. But that's evolution. Like for example, if you talk with old people, back in the day, they had to go to the special post office to make a phone call to somebody else, and we are talking internationally.
Yes.
Yeah,
we have time difference, everything. But
when I was a kid, I think we were talking about, like that there would be like a video call would be like something that was like next to magical thing. And you remember Star Trek has this, it looks like a cell phone in the old school version. And then they have like this. Now what we have the things in the air, and the science fiction is seem to be imitating what's going to happen in maybe a few years.
It's all Star Trek. It's all Star Trek and Star Wars, because they can print food already. We can talk to the screens. We have a talking computer. We can do warp travel. it's all Star Wars and Star Trek and everything. The
But
movies are
I
like
the warp
the
travel,
Simpsons and stuff.
no?
They predict our
The warp
future.
travel, I think it's theoretical still. At least I have heard that you create some fucking bubble around the front of the spacecraft, and it somehow takes 0 point energy. Or I don't know. Haven't paid attention enough, but I don't think we have warp engines, right?
They
Sorry.
are building one.
Hey, Una Española. So do we have? We don't have warp engines yet, right?
They have theoretically they have warp engines, and they are building one. But because of the budget is not that high, it will probably take us 100 years, 200 years, or something to finish it. But
because I have heard something familiar. And this is
in France, they are building one, if I'm right.
So that something rises from nothing, and then now they are talking the 0 point energy, which I don't really. If by the way, comment if you know something more about 0 point energy. At least for me, please comment. If there's someone who is an engineer who has studied, I don't know what you need to study for this, even, but please comment, correct us, communicate us, subscribe, like. Hey, did you put, by the way, about the buy me coffee? Hey,
No, I didn't.
maybe we can get better connection through the money that the people is gonna pour to this channel.
But I can put it in the description.
Put it on. Hey, she will put it on the description. If you feel, if you can afford, if you give a hug, if you want.
And to make comments,
I
will
will give
help as well.
personally. Yes, comments, likes, subscriptions, the money. Did I say already the money? Well, basically, I will
come online to talk with us.
Anyone who buy me a coffee thing, whatever sum, I will give you a virtual hug.
How is that?
I don't know how. It's like gonna be something like this, like, and it's gonna last for a while. It's not just some sloppy shit. It's gonna be a good one. Okay, enough with that nonsense. Anyway, but okay. I think there is a lot of things we have covered. I think this. Oh my god, I'm totally hyped. I'm sorry, maybe I'm talking. Like,
you know, this is really good that these kind of things like everything and nothing has to be repeat the second, because this is like kind of like brainstorming that give us like, it's like brainstorming live that give us.
That was in the description.
Wow,
I saw it.
That give us like you know, for to pick any other subject that we can go deep on it. So
yeah, the people can choose which they want.
Yeah, maybe they can choose any of the topics that we have been talking. If not, we will choose for you, obviously, because now we are the ones in command.
The internet.
We are the ones controlling your mind.
So, okay, hey, if there's somebody out there in the ether, now that's an idea. So we have been talking out of our ass or head or whatever about many things. Some things we actually have some ideas. You know, like we have some life experience, we have our observations, we have our brains, which you have also. There's nothing you cannot do. So basically, hey, yeah, if you we have an email also, right? Yes, we do. You can send us even an email.
Yes. You can send us a picture or a cow.
But anyway, comment here and suggest from what the things that we've been talking about, if there's something that interests. This is what I have seen other people do, most definitely. This is what we do here in the internet.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. I didn't freeze. So
okay.
Tunnel.
Yeah, I think I need some wine.
We are bad. It's Friday. It's Friday. This is the consequences of the week.
Friday. It's fine.
I'm sober.
Me too. I'm on the cola, you know.
Me too. I was drinking water.
I have nice teddy bear mug that I've been drinking water from. It has a nice cover.
Is it transparent? No, That may be vodka from Finland.
Yeah, that's vodka, Finland vodka, definitely.
It's the
You don't even have water.
No, believe me, if it would be vodka, he would be on the floor.
Yeah,
I don't know.
vodka is a different word for a Finnish water. So, you know.
It's water. What do you mean it's not fucking water?
Vodka. The water.
The water.
Yeah.
Water.
Water.
Yeah.
Qué bueno.
Water.
That's good.
Yeah, it goes kind of fast to this in the end if people cannot hold their liquor. There is some Finnish people who can actually drink pretty well and a lot.
Oh, some Dutch too.
Bloody hell. I could go on forever with this. So how do you feel? Do we still discuss something, or do you feel the burden of streaming?
Alcohol.
I feel like we'll be here forever, jumping from one subject to another. But yeah, I think that we are here for 2 hours or something like this. No, 1 hour.
We are like 1.5 hours already.
So
Yeah.
maybe it's a
First, let's
headache.
see if some people even like it that we are talking. We like it, but you know.
Yeah, we like it. Exactly.
Maybe that's all. Well, I guess that's would
And
be the point that if hopefully
Friday
evening we like it and they they like it too, or something like that.
Well, doesn't matter. We like it, no?
Like
We do it. We have done it, and now we say bye-bye, no?
Yeah.
Should we say
Now we
bye-bye?
say bye-bye, and it's weekend time.
Exactly.
Okay. Hey, what we discussed AI. We discussed God knows what, everything and nothing. So what,
we discussed about
example,
war, about manipulation, de todo.
Everything and nothing.
Everything and nothing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So basically, I think we are starting to be then like I said, hey, like they're doing some internet things. Basically, suggest a topic from the things we were talking in this video. So you have to kind of watch this video. It's only 1.5 hours.
There's nothing.
I'm sure you have nothing better to do.
Nothing.
I'm sure you have nothing better to do. Just watch.
You go to the train.
And I will ask.
You're watching my thing.
Yes. So okay, we were talking about many things. Oh my God, that's Dutch magic.
Yeah, that's magic. Hypnotizing.
So basically, okay, this is getting out of hand, and we are not even drunk.
It is Friday evening mood.
Nederlander ja Suomipoika want to thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to subscribe again. You know the subscribing. It's kind of really. Then we're gonna go to the YouTube channel analytics. Like, oh my God, we got subscription. You know, there was 2 people watching, 100,000. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, and we're gonna go through the videos, and we're gonna spend a lot of time. We're gonna even probably watch some of this at least. Go bicycling for the hit the notification bell. You know when we are on. So we don't have to come up, knocking on your door saying, "Hey, we're gonna." No, we wouldn't do that. That's just a joke.
I also have one.
Only
have one leg.
Do you need them or not?
No, I don't need them. It scares me if I put someone on.
Why do you have them then?
I have one.
We are all Gepettos from Pinocchio.
Yeah. Oh, this one is so old I cannot see shit in it. It's dirty. So,
it makes look even more convincing, I think. Glasses, I think, make you look usually more convincing. Hey, but yeah, we're gonna have more exciting conversation, right?
Yeah.
Cultural exploration. So basically, stay tuned for the next streaming session, which is gonna be about, hey, what do you think we're gonna stream next? Because next Tuesday when we would go, it's Christmas Eve.
Ooh,
so
no, that will be on Monday then.
Maybe we stream the 24th or 12th.
We have to decide.
We will talk.
Yes,
we will discuss this. Yeah.
With
But it's
honor
gonna be
still.
if you now do the honors, and everyone who has seen this, you comment, and if there is somebody who is, or many people even say that they want to hear more about something, we will know
Thousands
something
of
about
people.
Robbie, we'll find out more. So let's, if somebody who is viewing us, watching us, subscribing and liking and hitting the bell with us, that's, by the way, really, I think that's wrong way to, that's just wrong to say hitting the bell. That has something, I'm gonna correct that. Maybe we need to erase that. Everyone who is enjoying our company and our speech and come talk with us. You see, we are really nice and sometimes bit hilly boys, sometimes not at all. So it's really, you never, it's like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. Hey, so keep an eye. Maybe we stream on Christmas Eve. Who knows? After you've been
Who
whole
knows?
stuffed with food, and maybe you need to see us. So I will say, kiitos. And what would the
Gracias.
Spanish people say?
Adios.
Bedankt. Bedankt en ajuus.
Yes. So hey, see you.
See you
in the
later,
future.
alligator.
Hey, Maestro, hit the music. Oh, that hand was not. Where I should.
First the glasses.
See.